Well, most of us have heard the term human trafficking, but I don't think most of us are familiar with this. So we've asked our own show host, Kim Peake, to come on board because she is the president of the Idaho Coalition for Justice, so you're kind of an expert to talk about this topic. So tell me, first of all, what is Idaho Coalition for Justice?
Well, first of all, I really appreciate our voice giving some recognition to this issue, and it's really great to be able to talk about it. So we started IC Justice because we really wanted to promote awareness of human trafficking here in Idaho and around the world. We're fortunate that it doesn't happen to a large extent here, but it still does happen.
So we're taking preventative action.
Yes.
Here in Idaho. That's part of IC Justice. One of the things I'm concerned about is who are the at-risk, target audience, if you will,
right,
when it comes to human trafficking. There must be somebody that's more at risk than others.
That's true. I mean, to some degree, anybody can be at risk if you're in a situation that it can happen. But, we need to look at foster kids across the nation. Foster kids are a population that we need to look at. And then just realizing that the average age it starts for kids in our country is 12 to 14 years. So really looking at stability for kids at that age.
Right. And also there's some awareness. I mean, there's some warning signs. So, kids can get approached so easily in so many different ways. Somebody just pausing and asking for directions, for example, can get a kid's attention and then off they go. I mean, it's not hard for a predator to get a hold of a kid who's isolated or alone or doesn't have that stability.
I think that's a really good point. And so really encouraging, teens to be aware of their surroundings, like we've talked about with other guests, and safety, just being aware of that and being aware that this does happen.
Okay, and so there is training provided as well. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes, so it's great. The State Department of Education has training on their website, and we're going to have that available on our Facebook page. And it's awareness training for teachers and educators, and also there's one for students. So it's really great to kind of walk through some of the, like you said, the signs, kind of preventative measures. And then there's a lot of services if somebody finds themselves in that situation. And the key thing is to realize, do what you can to get out of that situation.
Right. So what can we do as a community? What's the recommendation? How can people get involved and be part of the solution?
Right. I think there's two ways. Definitely watch the training. If you have a teenager, a young adult, have them watch the training. It can just be valuable to know what to look for. Right. And then number two, on our Facebook page, Idaho Coalition for Justice, we just promote a lot of the organizations in the Treasure Valley. Support them. They're doing incredible work here and around the world.
Okay, and you have an app, you have some resources, so how can people get a hold of this?
Yes, they can download Traffic Stop. We'll have that available on the website as well, and Facebook. And download that. It has the resources for the training, and you can ask questions. It's a great way to learn.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.